Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist. We break down one of their records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button. Dude, that's what the kids say. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So this is the 500th episode of this podcast. Yes, 500 episodes. We've been doing this for almost 10 years now. So we decided to do an album that we both love. That's truly kind of a party album. There's a lot to talk about here, a lot to break down. We have done this record on the pod before, but it's been well over 5 years. It's a forgotten episode that's no longer available, and we're just gonna really get into it. And this week we're doing Limp Bizkit and their record Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Because we can, and it's our 500th episode.
Because we fucking can.
And I can't believe we're 500 episodes deep.
500 episodes deep.
It's fucking absolutely wild.
Absolutely wild.
Anyway, big milestone. There you go. So let's hop into Limp Bizkit. Let's get into our origin story of the band. We'll get into first impressions of this record, Chocolate Starfish, and then get into the bangers, stinkers, and like I said, everything else in between. So, what do you got? Origin story, Limp Bizkit, go.
Yeah, Faith music video, that was a big one. That kind of hooked me because I knew the song. My mom liked the song. It was a popular song. But
it's crazy your mom liked it. My mom would never listen to something like that.
It's a good song, right? Like, come on, dude, Faith's a good song.
Well, I mean, the George Michael version, yeah, but not the Limp Bizkit.
Sorry, no, my mom listened to the George Michael version, not the Limp Bizkit version.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
And she didn't listen to it, but she has listened to it, maybe on an '80s compilation or something like that. It wasn't her favorite thing, but I did know the song. I knew of the song. I knew the chorus and whatever. But the Limp Bizkit video, I was like, damn, this is aggressive. I didn't know bands did covers like this. We're fucking 10, 11 at this time. And so the first thing that I realized was they are coming out with a new record, and I want that one, Significant Other. And that was something that I did not get from the Columbia House record deal. My dad actually took me to go buy Limp Bizkit, Significant Other at the warehouse over in, the Village Center?
The Village Center, yeah, in Yorba Linda. Wow.
Yeah, at the warehouse over there. But it wasn't like he chose this one on purpose. I bought the edited version.
Oh, okay.
And dude, I spent a good part of 2 or 3 hours just pleading to go back to the warehouse and get the unedited version, and he did. He did.
What?
Yeah, he did. I know.
He questioned it when you bought the Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Is this appropriate for kids?
He snapped the Kid Rock fucking record because it had the middle finger on the label.
Yeah.
But he bought me Limp Bizkit, and he took me back to buy the unedited version.
That's wild.
And I put on a whole fucking PowerPoint. I was like, I won't listen to this loud. I'll make sure that, you know what I mean? So stupid by today's standards. But yeah. That was so Faith was my introduction, but Significant Other is my personal frontier into Limp Bizkit, and ever since Significant Other has been, I went back and listened to $3 Bill, y'all. But by the time I went back and appreciated $3 Bill, Chocolate Starfish had already come out, and so it was okay, I'm going to like the more hip hop focused stuff, and then I'm going to like the more just over the top shit, because by that time it was fucking fun. In the late 90s, early 2000s era, music was, a lot of it was pretty bad and pretty stupid, but it was fun. It was a fun time to be alive.
Yeah, it was a fun time to be a kid. Fun time to grow up. Yeah. For sure. Bunch of old men being nostalgic. Yeah, that's what we do now.
It was good. It was fun.
It was so much fun. Yeah, my origin story was Nookie. And I thought that song was cool. It was fun, but it didn't really connect with me. But I pretty much at that exact time, I got the Family Values Tour 98 CD. Got that from friend of the pod, Sean, old friend of the pod, Sean. He had it and actually burned his copy because yes, we were burning CDs back then. Because his dad was like a computer. His dad like worked for like a giant computer firm or like a software firm. So his dad had like the nicest fucking computer. He had a T1 connection. If you know, in 1998, 1999, if you knew somebody who had a T1 connection at their house, that was insane. Or DSL at their house too.
DSL.
That was insane. Yeah, that shit was insane. And his dad had all that because that's what his dad did for work. But yeah, so he burned me the CD of Family Values '98, and I remember thinking I counterfeit. Oh my god, this song is incredible! Like the three Limp Bizkit songs on that live comp just blew me away, just fucking blew me away. And then I got $3 Bill Y'all, or I never actually bought that CD, but I did get it from somebody else, and then eventually I got Significant Other. And but I mean, and this all happened within probably 3 months. I got all 3 of these CDs, and I was just obsessed with Limp Bizkit. I was obsessed with Korn, Primus, fucking so many cool bands. The Offspring. I mean, Blink. That's when I was introduced to Blink too in 1999. And yeah, just the renaissance of new music for me at the time, just incredible. So yeah, it was really Nookie that got me in. That's my origin story, but $3 Bill was what solidified, or the Family Values '98 live comp was what solidified my love for Limp Bizkit. And I've followed this band since then. Like there's never been a lull, except for Results May Vary. Overall, there's never been a time where I said I hate Limp Bizkit. I fucking hate Limp Bizkit. I've always loved
even
this
the Results
fucking
May
band.
Vary. You didn't hate them.
Yeah. I've always followed their career and made sure I listened to all their new music. Black Light Burns. I've always just fucking followed this band up until now.
We're the only ones to go meet Wes when we're at NAMM. No one else was around him, and we were like, "Damn, let's go talk to Wes for like 20 minutes."
Line. Yeah, nobody was waiting for him in line. This is 2000. It was 2005. No, it was 2006.
Yeah.
It was January 2006, and yeah, we went to the NAMM show, and this is like he hadn't been in Limp Bizkit, and yeah, he was signing pictures of like the Black Light Burn stuff.
We didn't even talk about Limp Bizkit. We didn't talk about Fred Durst. We were just happy to meet a great guitarist.
Yeah, we just told him how much we liked his music and this and that. We weren't like crazy or anything like that. And he was very nice. He was very respectable.
He was very nice.
And but yeah, there was nobody in line really for him. It sucked. And we took some pictures with him. Maybe I'll post those pictures.
You should.
If I haven't posted them already. Yeah, we had pictures with Wes Borland at that NAMM show. We were like 18, 19 years old. No, I think we were 18. We were 18 years old then. But anyway, yeah. So that's wild.
I know. Like our pictures, like we just look like fucking 90s kids and like early 2000s kids.
I know.
This
is 2005.
Kids are just built different now. God damn, fucking. Yeah. I don't know.
Knuckleheads. But anyway, yeah, that's origin story. First impressions. What do you have on? First impressions on Chocolate Starfish? Go.
I remember going to camp early on. So like, what is this, 99? So 12. Maybe my first couple years at camp. It had been like one of my maybe my first year at camp. No, because my friend Shane was there. So it had been like my second year at camp. The camp I went to was in Anaheim, a big city. I'm from Anaheim, but Anaheim's a very long city. I'm from a different part of Anaheim, so I don't know any of those kids. I didn't go to any of those schools that those kids went to. Not to say they were cliquey or anything, but I just didn't know a lot of those kids at the time. And so I'm kind of like sitting by myself, and I remember distinctly on the bus, I'm listening to Limp Bizkit. I'm listening to Significant Other, and one of the counselors in front of me, I don't remember who it was, but he turned around, and the counselors always did a good job of making the kids feel welcome and making kids that are kind of like by themselves feel a little bit more appreciated and like, don't worry, this is going to be fun. And he said, "What are you listening to?" And I had my wired earphones, my CD player, which I still use today, wired headphones, and I don't have a CD player anymore. But I put it on. He's like, "Oh, Limp Bizkit, yeah, they're cool." And then he put on Enema of the State. He put on What's My Age Again. I think that was one of the first times I heard like What's My Age Again. I was like, I maybe think I've heard this, but this is fucking good. And whatever. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, like from early on, people kind of not made fun of me because I don't care if people make fun of me, but people made fun of Limp Bizkit, and just for so long, I've defended them, and I still will
same.
to this day. Whether it be like hardcore hip hoppers that like Limp Bizkit, Fredder's got better flow than a lot of your fucking favorite hip hop artists, bro. Like this band is better than a lot of the people that you like. So my first impression of Chocolate Starfish when it came out, I was fucking excited. I was happy that they took it to the next level. I was happy that they are just bigger than anything. They were fucking huge. And then when Mission Impossible 2 came out, which I still think that is that movie like helped define that generation, but it is not good.
It's not a good movie, no.
But
it's fun. It's fun to watch, but
it's fun, but it is not good. And John Woo, my guy, like you made better stuffs. But take a look around, dude. Like holy shit, did that song not speak to a generation of people? So I don't know my first impressions. My first impression, I was blown away by this, and I'm still blown away by this. And I pretend like I'll pick and choose songs here and there, playlist one or the other, or go back to it. But when you listen to this album like front to back, you're like, wow, this is deep. There are a lot of fucking bangers here. A lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, almost every song is a banger outside of like the Scott Weiland one.
Yeah,
and even that song's not that bad. It's really not that bad. But I mean, you throw it up against everything else. It's the weakest song on the record. Yeah. So my first impressions, I remember exactly where I was when I first heard the two singles because I obviously I love Significant Other and $3 Bill, and I listened to it a lot, both records a lot. And then it was announced they were coming out with Chocolate Starfish, and then TRL, Total Request Live, Carson Daly, if you remember, that was big back then. And they said we're gonna world premiere the two new Limp Bizkit songs, and it was My Generation and Rollin'. And they world premiered them not at the same time, but it was like one after the other on TRL. Played the full video, and because I knew they were gonna play it, I recorded it.
You got
on
that
VHS.
shit ready, baby.
I got that shit ready. I recorded both of them on my tape, and I just watched them over and over and over and over again. And then I got on Napster or whatever I was using. I think I was still using Napster at the time, and I downloaded the songs, but they were the edited version of both of those songs, especially My Generation. So if people were around back then, the edited version of My Generation, it wasn't just like the beeps, the boop.
It was a plethora of noises.
Yeah. Like people screaming or whatever it was.
It was kind of more fun that way, though.
It was way more fun, and so after repeated listens, like hundreds of times of listening to that song specifically, My Generation, by the time the CD came out or the record came out, I didn't like the version on the record.
You wanted the
because
noises.
I was so used to the censored version because I liked the noises. So it took a long time for me to get really into My Generation because I wanted the noises. And you could still watch that version, the censored version, on YouTube.
It's on Spotify too. You watch the music video.
Is it the censored one?
It is.
Oh, is it really? No shit.
Okay. I've not heard the censored version in fucking decades. Legit decades by now.
But that's all they played, and it was all over TRL, and I just loved it right from the start. And when the CD came out, I did buy the CD, and I just listened to the hell out of it. I loved it. I listened to it all the time. I remember I went bowling one time, and you could request songs to be played at the bowling alley. It was like after 9 p.m. or something. And I remember Sean and we thought it'd be so funny if we got him to play Hot Dog. And he fucking played Hot Dog. He played Hot Dog at the bowling alley with like 100 people there.
It's a Friday, Saturday night in the 2000s. Yeah.
It was a Friday night, yeah. And we were at the bowling alley and they played Hot Dog. And we couldn't believe it. We were so shocked. 7th grade, and we were just shocked that they were playing that.
I mean, yeah, we were young then, like you just said. But I imagine like Hot Dog, that was probably played at every frat party, every fucking party, everywhere. Because I know every time I went to like my friend's house and shit, like we play Hot Dog. Like it'd be like My Generation and Rolling and stuff, but you'd be like, "Yo, here Hot Dog, let's play that one." And you like, look around.
So many times. Yeah.
And remember you count them too, which I think the count was off. But yeah, you count them. Yeah, it's unreal.
It's so fucking stupid. I remember one time Sean and I we got a piece of paper and we tallied all the times he said "fuck" on it.
I don't think it's accurate. I think he guesstimates. I think it's close, but I don't think it's accurate.
If I say fuck 2 more times, that's 46 fucks in this fucked up rhyme. So right there, that's 40. That's 45 that he does just in that one line.
Or unless he's anticipating that third fuck right there, and that's going to be the 47th.
That's true. Yeah. That's good. It's good.
That's good. It's good stuff. It's fucking good stuff.
So I mean,
dude.
okay, so we got our first impressions. I think we should get into Hot Dog first, but before we do that, how many bangers do you have?
I have 8 true bangers.
Okay. I got 10.
True blue bangers.
Got 2
intro, outro aren't bangers.
Yeah, I didn't put those.
So that's 13.
They don't count. They don't count.
Hold On is not a banger.
True, it's not.
Okay. So then you
and
have
then neither is 2 other songs that are not bangers.
Easy. Careful what
Get
you
your
say
groove on.
here.
Get your groove on.
Careful what
and
you say
roll in
here.
the Urban Assault.
There it is. There
yeah,
it is.
so they're still fun. I still really enjoy listening to them, but they're not bangers. So I got 10 bangers if we're excluding the intro outro.
Yeah, I don't think Get Your Groove On is a banger either. I guess we go because we probably have so many fucking notes, and I don't know where to begin. We could just start eliminating things.
Okay.
Get Your Groove On that features X to the Z Exhibit, and
yeah, it's a little too hip hoppy for me. It's not my thing.
It's fine.
It's not bad though.
And it's not a bad song. It's one of those songs where like if it comes on a playlist, I'm not going to skip it. On the record, I'm not going to go turn it off. But I would never put this on a playlist. I would never actively go seek this out. But there was some streaming issue or some rights issues, so the streaming services have a different version than everything else. And then I sent you this thing from this Redditor that posted like, "Oh, does it sound familiar?" from like the original source material, and it's not something that you would ever like. How the fuck did this guy how did I think this is Premier DJ Lethal or DJ Premier? I think Premier worked on a couple of these songs. Maybe this was specifically that would make more sense.
Is he from Swiss Beats?
DJ Premier?
Yeah.
No,
he's not, right?
He's just an old gangstar. He's just an old DJ.
I don't think he did anything on this record because I know Swiss Beats did. They did the original version of Rollin', which we'll get into. But
no, I think
or
DJ
no,
Premier.
Get the groove on. I don't know. Sorry, continue.
He's on here in some capacity. I don't know what song he's on. I don't know what he does, but I see his name pop up in various things, and he's credited, whether it be mixing or editing or whatever, but he's on here in some capacity. This to me is like the outlier as far because like DJ Lethal he's already established. By the time he gets into Limp Bizkit, House of Pain's already blowing up. Even though the big House of Pain song, DJ Lethal was not. I was DJ Muggs, but DJ Lethal's already working with big name guys, so he's already like an established DJ. He knows what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've always just assumed this is the song that DJ Premier had a hand in because it's weird.
Actually, no, you're right. Actually, on Spotify, it shows DJ Premier is credited. Limp Bizkit, Exhibit, and DJ Premier. So you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense because that's a deep cut. And again, going back to the video of this old fucking Disney Cirque du Soleil acrobat thing, and then pulling from that song and then putting into this, it's fucking wild. That's some like DJ Shadow shit. Just some like obscure thing that you put in. DJ Premier did that with like Gangstar.
But the song you're referring to from the Disney World circus thing, that sample was for the Rollin' Urban Assault. It wasn't Get Your Groove On. It was the Swiss Beats song.
Are you sure? No, it's from Get Your Groove On.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
was it? Wait.
Yeah. It was from Get Your Groove On. Get Your Groove
I don't think so.
It was. Because the whole point of the fucking... what do you call it? That's why on Spotify it says like Jeffrey mix instead of just like Get Your Groove On.
Maybe. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, anyway, Get Your Groove On. Like who even cares? It's not a banger.
It's kind of a forgettable song. Not a forgettable, but
it's not a forgettable song in any way because it's got X to the Z Exhibit on it. But it is not a banger. If it ever comes up in just normal conversation where you say the word exhibit, do you say exhibit or do you say X to the Z Exhibit?
I have only ever said exhibit.
That's
and
stupid.
I don't think I would ever say it the other way ever.
Have you ever heard Exhibit call himself Exhibit?
No. He says it the dumb way.
X
like
to the
you just
Z
said.
Exhibit. How is that dumb, dude? That's amazing. That's so good. Like, talk about kayfabe, man. God damn, that's so fucking good. It's so 90s. So yeah, get your groove on. We can outro, intro, hold on. That's the one with
Scott Weiland.
Scott Weiland. Why would the fuck? Honestly, I love Roland Urban Assault Vehicle. That's my 2B. But if we just cut it at Boiler, I'm fine.
Then yeah,
I'm
seriously,
100% fine.
Boiler should have been the closer, but then yeah, you have Hold On, Rollin', the Urban Assault version, and then the outro. Yeah.
Why not put like Urban Assault Vehicle as like a bonus track, like a Japanese bonus track, right? Like I'm fine with that. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. A lot. It'll Be Okay. That's not a banger for me.
I'm not. Wait, which song?
It'll Be Okay. That's
It'll
Take
Be
a Look Around and
okay.
Boiler.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a banger for me though. It's my number 9. It's my 9B.
So it's not a banger actually.
Well, it's a banger. I got 10 bangers, and it's my 9 bangers.
You're just clicking bangers, but it's actually not a banger.
I mean, okay. We don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
Living It Up. That is not a banger for me.
That's my 10B. Okay, so we don't need to talk about that. It's
yeah,
fine.
then I think that's that. Oh, then Full Nelson.
That's a low banger for you?
Yeah, that's not a banger for me
Fuck
at all.
off, dude.
No.
Full Nelson?
Yeah. I know that made your top 10, which I think is crazy. That's
my 3B.
You
That's
probably
my
have never
third
even
banger on
heard
here.
this song, but
Phil,
yeah, I don't get it. Full Nelson.
What?
Yeah, let's get into Full Nelson. We can just knock this one
That's
away.
unbelievable.
Full Nelson? First of all, it's butted up
This
against.
is not a banger for you?
No, not at all. There are things that I like about this song. I like Otto's drum tone. It's so industrial with that snare. Maybe that's probably why you like it. But this song is very significant other sounding. Just
so
really
what?
heavy with a chorus that's not melodic, but just kind of like Fred being Fred. These are good things. I like these things. It's good grooves, like fun lyrical delivery.
Grooves.
It's exciting overall, but it's still filler. There's really nothing here that's like, wow, whoa.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable.
What part about this like screams wow to you?
I mean, the groove, the riff, I think what Wes does, what he creates melodically on the guitar, in the verses leading into the choruses. And it's not even just Wes hitting the big riffs, because he's doing a lot of little nuanced shit higher up on the guitar and all that. And then the breakdown, it's just like, it's super distorted. It's super, super fucking grainy, and it builds and builds and builds. And then fucking Fred just drops into some incredible screaming. And also the choruses themselves, he's just get knocked the fuck out. It's so fucking, it's aggressive. It's loud. It's anthemic. It's unbelievable that this is not a banger. That's crazy.
Because
that's just crazy.
This is top tier filler.
No,
top tier
dude, you're
filler.
fucking crazy.
This
is not. No.
So
no.
what Fred Durst does best is a couple things, right? Like melody. He writes really good melodies. There's no melody here. Don't always need a melody, because he writes really good songs even without melodies. There's no melody here. Another thing he does is he just hypes himself up. That's here. Especially like, can't cash. Like, it's good. That's solid. I like that. I dig that. But it's so small, and like the why is everybody always picking on me? Like this, there's not enough here. Not enough here. Especially if you're gonna put this. If you're gonna put this between, if you're gonna put this between My Generation and My Way, like get fucked, dude. That's
okay.
This is a losing battle.
It's better than My Way, but I mean, of course,
this song's better than My Way.
Oh yeah, it's better than My Way. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I can't believe your hate towards Full Nelson. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But also, you claim to not like $3 Bill, and this has a lot of $3 Bill.
That's the only reason why you like that is just because it's heavy.
And that's fine. Yes,
it's heavy.
Exactly.
I like it.
And they do it so well.
They
on
do
this
it well.
record.
It's amazing.
They do it so fucking well on this record.
But they're better when they add other things to it. Otherwise, they're just kind of like another band in that era, in that genre.
No.
At their best, they are this. They're a showman band.
That's just nuts. Now
I get it. You do this kayfabe thing where I like heavy music. I'm a fucking new metal guy. I'm a metalhead. No, dude, there's better stuff.
But I'm really not. We both know I'm really not that. So lyrically, none of these lyrics really are anything to write home about. I mean, they're just they're placeholders for Fred being a frontman and just hyping the song up, hyping the band up. That's what this is. I mean, it's just if we're gonna break this one down, it's about people who talk shit behind his back. He's gonna knock him out. when he eventually sees him, he's going to knock their ass out. But that's the depth of this song. There's not much here, but it's okay.
There's not much anywhere, but there's not much anywhere. There are times when, I think Fred Durst understands what he's really, really good at. He's not good at writing these introspective, deep songs, but he does have some incredible wordplay. Like his use of like slant rhymes. He's like slant rhymes, like improper rhymes, just things that like shouldn't rhyme, but he makes them so. I think he's fucking king at. He incredible melodies, engaging verses, and big choruses, or sometimes the other way. He's just a really good songwriter, but Full Nelson doesn't show any of that. And Wes is an unreal guitar player, and there are songs on this record where like, God damn, bro, how did we miss this in the year 2000? That this guy's a really good guitar player.
Yeah.
Not on Full Nelson.
I think you need to listen to it again. I think you're. I don't think it's the best song in Wes's weird repertoire, but it's still fucking.
It's not
great.
the best anything. Solid. Even like as a whole, it's not even the best anything.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't need to be the best, but it's still great, and it's still a banger. It's not the best, of course. It's not. There's only one best.
It's not the best, no, and it's not even 8 best. I would say 9. I give it a 9. 9B.
That's stupid.
I'll give you 9B.
That's just stupid. All right, well, I mean, let's move on from Full Nelson. I mean, you're saying a lot of dumb shit right now.
I honestly, dude, Full Nelson is like the basic fucking song on the record. It's like the most inconsequential song. Like you could omit the song,
and they still play this song constantly live
because it's heavy and people want to go crazy for it because they're drunk and high and do whatever they want. But if they played this song in its entirety and they omitted like My Way or they omitted like My Generation or Rollin', be like, wait a second, you never played this. If they omitted Full Nelson, nobody would be like, oh, wait a second, they didn't play Full Nelson.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. And I'm not saying they're better than some of the big hits. Yeah, of course not. It's not better than that. But it's still an incredible fucking song.
It is an incredible song. But don't forget, this record is fucking stacked with like 7 great hits.
Just bitching.
There's like 4 videos alone on this bitch.
I know.
Like this record is stacked.
It is so fucking stacked. They really milked the hell out of this record. There's 5 videos.
Rightfully so.
There's 5 videos on this.
Is there 5 videos?
Yeah, because there's My Generation, Rollin', My Way, Boiler, and then Take a Look Around. So 5 videos, yeah.
Oh yeah, Take a Look Around.
Yeah. So what's your favorite song on here? Your 1B.
Take a Look Around, baby.
That's my 5B. Let's get into this.
Take a Look Around. I mean,
fucking
just,
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, kind of like alluded to it earlier, but just, dude, so much nostalgia. Everything about this song is late 90s, early 2000s. Everybody slays it here. Wes slays it. Sammy slays it. Otto slays it. And video-wise, this video is stupid in every fucking way, shape, and form. And
the little story it kind of tells, it's fucking stupid.
But it's so of its time, right? It takes you back. It's a timepiece. And like the worst part about it, but the worst part about it is, like now we have like the actual movie of Mission Impossible 2 kind of like spliced together there, and it's not good. It's not good at all. But I like it. And again, like we talk shit about Mission Impossible 2, but it's a fun ride. And my God, there are some iconic scenes in that movie, but whatever. But this song is amazing.
No, it's great. And on this record, a lot of new metal love the quiet verses, loud choruses, the back and forth of all that. And this song is the same way. It loves that same formula. But there's some great buildups into the chorus, but then there's always the subtle buildup that leads you up into that bridge, and it builds and builds, and then it fucking explodes. And then you have just the one part, the start and stop parts, the bum 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 bum. It's so loud. Those big, huge fucking power chords just slamming against it. The start, like I said, the start and stop of it. God damn, it's so good. And then it drops into another chorus. Just the overall build of this song is fucking incredible. I love it.
This is one of the songs where like John Otto, where he seemingly kind of just holds it back a little bit and like just plays a little softer, kind of does like the jazzy thing, but it's just he shuffles like the whole fucking time, and he never stops just playing something. But it never sounds overwhelming because we're really just waiting for the do and like the most basic of all riffs. But it's a Mission Impossible Lalo Schifrin riff that he's doing there. But
the 60s. Yeah.
It's fun. It's heavy. Fred makes it his own, and I don't know, man. If you heard this version, I feel like every time you hear the Mission Impossible theme song, you think of this song.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
At least I do.
Yeah, of course. Because I mean, I've listened to this version of the song hundreds of times. Yeah.
And God, I wish for the last Mission Impossible movie, they just brought this one back, or just had some kind of cameo, or just
or if it was just like all fan service. If the last, I mean, I haven't watched the last Mission Impossible because most of them suck. Most of them suck.
How have you not watched the last one? All we did
because it's not streaming yet. It's not streaming yet. Is it? Unless it's streaming, I'll watch it.
I watched it in theaters.
No, I'm not gonna go watch
it. I paid the $9 to go watch it in theaters. So calm down there, guy.
No. I got stuff to take care of. So no.
If it was $3, I'd go see it.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay $3 to go see it.
Fucking Mr. Fun over here.
You know that most of the Mission Impossible movies were not good. The first one is the only good one.
Mission Impossible.
And then the third one is pretty cool.
Mission Impossible started being not good on 2.
Yes, and the third one tried to bring it back and be something really cool.
Still,
and it was. The third one was pretty good, but then after that, it was just trash. That franchise sucks.
They're not.
They tried so hard to be Bond. They tried so hard to be Bond movies, and it was just bad. Like the Bourne movies did it so much better.
I love the Bourne movies.
Yeah, the Bourne movies are
love
great.
The Bourne movies.
Except I didn't see the one without Matt Damon. There was one like an offshoot one that I never saw.
Jack Ryan movies are pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Yeah.
But yeah, Mission Impossible is not it. Those man, dude, some of those.
Yeah, so like for me, take a look around. This might want to be. There's a lot of things that like John Otto does that I really like cymbal play. A lot of like close hi-hats, a lot of really, really tight kind of jazzy fills. And then just a lot of like just let the hi-hat open up and just let that loud noise just kind of that washiness just ring out and take over everything. Because this is a cover song and there's only so much that Wes can do. He can't really be himself in this song because you got to stay true to the source material. And the source material is so fucking basic and generic, even though it's one of the few songs in pop culture that's in a 5/4 time signature, which is kind of cool. They don't do it here. They do it later on in the song. But
they
not
do it
in
in
the
the
main
bridge.
riff.
Yeah, they do it.
But it's that's kind of cool. But it's I don't know. I think all of that together makes this song just so fucking iconic. Even though, like Rollin' is maybe their most iconic song they've ever done, besides like Nookie or I don't know. They have so many fucking iconic songs.
I would say Nookie, Break Stuff, and Rollin' are their most iconic songs.
Because Rollin' like took the. Are we done with? I guess we can get to Rollin'. Are we done with Take a Look Around?
Well, I think we're done with this one. Yeah, I was just gonna say like one cool thing about John Otto in the kind of bridge outro. He's just when Fred goes shh, and then John Otto just playing the toms like doom 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 doom, just slow build, and then a pause. God, just one snare hit. Now I know why you want to hate me. It's just, what the fuck is this? The pause, the snare hit, back into the rest of that bridge. Fucking so good. I just want to talk about how good
so heavy. Everything's so deep. The tones are amazing. Everybody's just perfect.
Yeah,
on
his
this
snare,
song.
man. His snare. It's 90s snare. It's 90s snare. It's high. It cracks super fucking loud. I love late 90s snare drums are some of the best sounding things ever. I love it.
Then why do you like Full Nelson so much? His snare drum sounds like a shit industrial band.
Which is fine too. It doesn't. Not every song needs to have that one particular tone. Ah, God, you're acting. You're thinking too one dimensionally here. That's what's wrong with you. But
I think okay. on a record full of just like objective bangers that are fun for everybody, you pick the one that's like, really? You're gonna pretend to be at like okay. All right.
So annoying.
Okay. You're like that kid, essentially.
No. So let's get into Rollin'. Both versions, because why not? That's what we do. So where does the rock version of Rollin' sit?
6B.
Ranking-wise?
6B.
That's my 4B. Where does the remix, or which is technically not the remix, where does that one sit for you?
That's my 2B.
Oh, you're the worst.
2B.
So let's get that one over with, because the remix, the hip hop version of it, is technically the original version.
Correct.
Swiss Beats worked with them on that one, and yeah, that was the original. And then the guys, or Fred and DJ Lethal, brought it to the rest of the band, and like, this song's really good, but there should be a rock version too. And they loved them both so much they decided to put both on the record, which is crazy.
And they're both like, I mean, besides just the fact that they're insanely catchy, they're both entirely different songs.
Yeah, they're very different. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, maybe not entirely different.
Entirely different songs.
No, they're not entirely different. But one is certainly better than the other.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Urban Assault Vehicle is so much better. It's got
No,
so
not-
much personality. It's
The
so
hip-hop
much
version
more
is not better.
indicative of this band, of this era, of this genre, of Fred Durst, of what they wanted to be. It's first of all, it's the perfect it's a PPC. It's a perfect posse cut through and through. You got Method Man, you got Redman. They're hooking up together to be like that whole friendship that we all know and love so much in the late 90s, early 2000s, leading into that era. But then you got DMX. And DMX is I like DMX a lot. Like a lot. And he's kind of like an underrated rapper too. Dude brings the heat every time. And his yells, we're talking about Fred Durst screams. We're talking about Fred Durst screams. We can talk about the DMX yells. Red! Right? Like he's falling like through like in the X-Files in the beginning when like the
when Mulder's falling.
Yeah. That's like DMX falling down. But then we get like we get Method Man opens it up, Redman goes next, but then like later on, that's when we get DMX, and DMX is like my favorite verse here. I love it. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you have a preference between like DMX, Redman, Method Man? Which verse you like the more?
I think Method Man is the worst, even though he's my favorite of the three rappers. I just don't think his voice.
It's Wu-Tang.
I think DMX has the best verse in this, but he's not my favorite rapper here.
Redman comes in hard. When we roll, we motherfuckers.
He does,
in your
but
gold.
I don't know. Redman's fine with me. I have no issues with Redman in this song or outside of the song, but Method Man for sure does. It's too heavy. It's too heavy for him.
But
he's still
it is
great.
too heavy for him. He doesn't.
He's still good.
Like especially in his other one too. My name is Donnie Brasco. Like he doesn't really know what to do with something so fucking down. And Wes
he's also too smooth. He's too smooth of a rapper, where DMX is abrasive as hell. But Method Man is just, you know how he has the swag and flow that's just so
Method Man
smooth.
is I mean, no knock to Method Man, but Method Man is too one-dimensional for a band like Limp Bizkit.
That's fair. No, it's fair.
You need something wild, and like Method Man is like one of the goats in rapping, but like you need wild, and especially with that riff. And this song is just a riff. Like this entire song is just like the but what a perfect pop song. And we're also, I mean, I guess I'll intersperse with the air raid vehicle. Also, just name it Rollin', and then two different vehicles. It's just so
stupid.
You might as well just call like what they did here. You might as well just say Rollin', like whatever Cadillac, and then Rollin' urban vehicle. That's essentially what they're just saying with that phrase, urban air raid vehicle. Just call it urban, bro. Like or black, essentially. What you wanted to say.
That's really what they're trying to say.
Just
here,
say black version and white version, because that's what you're trying to say without actually saying it.
Yeah.
And whatever, I don't care. They're both fucking good, and I like the black version, the urban version better. But it's they're both psychotic. They're crazy. Like again, everything just goes back to that guitar riff. What a perfect song to trick people into thinking like, I like pop music, but I don't like pop music because this is heavy as fuck. And Fred Durst is a mastermind because he can make us think that we don't like pop music because we're metal kids. But these are pop songs, bro. These are pop songs through and through. And this is an era of hip-hop where hip-hop was mending into pop music and kind of becoming like a next thing. And Eminem's rising up and like pop music is infiltrating hip-hop. And this is it, dude. This is the next thing. but we shit on Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit for it. But like when Eminem like samples Dido or when Snoop Dogg starts appearing in movies and all these other things start happening, we don't blink a fucking eye, but we make fun of Fred Durst constantly.
I know it's so unfair. Honestly, it is.
It's so fucking unfair. I don't like it.
And I mean, I guess we'll talk about the feuds and all that because so much of it seemed to be unwarranted, and everybody was attacking Fred, and Fred's like, "I like you." It's just he never really seemed to have
Marilyn
a lot
Manson.
of Reznor, Marilyn Manson, Placebo, Corey Taylor for a long time from Slipknot. Those are like the big feuds that he had, but it was just like he didn't initiate. He kind of initiated. Well, the Placebo. Actually, we might as well get into it. Placebo. He was going to introduce the band. He liked the band. He was going to introduce them at some award show, and one of the dudes from Placebo like bumped into him, said like "fuck off," like get the fuck out of my way. He's a total fucking dick to him.
Yeah.
And Fred was like, "This is fucking bullshit. Like I like your band. I'm introducing you." So he got the whole crowd to boo him, to boo the guy from
Placebo. He got
Placebo.
him to chant like "Placebo sucks."
Placebo
That's
what it
sucks. Or fuck Placebo or something.
Just shit like that. And then the Marilyn Manson, Trent Reznor thing, they just fucking attack the shit out of him. Like they just were kind of relentless on Fred Durst. And he's like, I like your music, Trent. Like you're a big reason why I play music and I love music.
Not only did he love his music, but he wrote a song and incorporated a verse that he had to give credit to Trent Reznor. So he had to pay Trent Reznor for that. Like you don't do that with someone you hate.
Exactly. And then the only like negative thing that Fred's had to say about both of them was that like
they're old.
I'm sorry that you hate your life and that you have to go after other people, but just kind of he pretty much said like I'm sorry you hate your life. That was like the worst he ever said to both of them, like in the media. And then so there was
hate
that.
Their life, alienate your fans.
Yeah, and with Corey Taylor went after him first. He went after the guys in Korn. He went after Limp Bizkit.
Corey Taylor's always been a dick.
He's always been a bitch. And then the stuff with who's the other guys? The other guy. Now I totally lost.
Puddle and Bud. Wes Scanlon shit talked Fred Durst and was like, "Bro, you don't exist if it wasn't for Fred Durst. Are you joking?" And later on, Wes like retracted. Well, actually, I shouldn't have said that. Like, yeah, bitch, your band sucks. Everyone hates you.
Then you have like the giant heavy hitters that absolutely love Fred Durst. The guys from Korn, the guys from Primus. So many bands like respect Fred Durst. Like they really enjoy Fred Durst. They talk about like, yeah, he's caught in some shit circumstances, but he's a really nice guy. Like he's fun to hang out with.
After all the shit talking too, like
fucking.
I mean, Christina Aguilera, he was on one of her verses on like the Grammys or
and he defended her so much. He was like, "What's wrong with liking pop music? Like, why are you guys all fighting in the metal community?"
So
Who
he was
gives
smart.
a fuck?
So he was smart.
He was
He
smart.
knows he makes pop music, but masks that metal.
Masks metal, yeah. But he's just calling out like metal fans and just gatekeeping motherfuckers all the time. But it's true though. Like he was getting bullied way more than anybody else.
For sure.
He did some questionable shit like calling people faggots and shit like that. But I mean, this is the mid '90s, the
like
late
literally
'90s.
The age, like that's everybody.
Everybody was doing, for like the guys from Faith No More, like Mike Patton went after him too from Faith No More, and it's like, dude, Mike Patton, you're fucking. Some of your music's cool, but it's just like you're such a little bitch sometimes. And he went after Fred Durst, just calling him slime, calling him a piece of shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
It's because of the pop music, and again, I'm not excusing like behavior because it was acceptable at the time or whatever, but like it's just a fucking word, my guy. Like relax. Like he, I don't know. And then like so, there's a couple like Reddit AMA Ask Me Anything that Fred Durst did supposedly, and I say supposedly because you never know, but. With Reddit sleuths out there, but whenever I read an AMA and the person is in question, the top comment's like, "Yo, that's not him. Here's proof," and that comment gets like the ratio is wild. There was none of that on this one, so I have to assume it's Fred Durst because Reddit sleuths are wild. But like two things. One, somebody asked him, or it was maybe an interview or something. I don't fucking know. But they were saying like, "Oh, you're like a ladies' man." Oh, actually, it was going into the lyrics of another song. They're asking him like what is the song about? It's like, oh, it's about me wanting to find the one. Oh, I could be the one. I'm gonna jump all over the place because there's no restrictions here. They were like, oh yeah, what's the song? He's like, oh, I want to find the one. Like, what are you talking about? You always have girls on you. Like whenever you're on stage, you go in the back and I can see girls massaging you, and like you have people giving you foot rubs. Like, yeah, I hire those girls. And I was like, whoa, dude, that is wild. Like, wow. That just, like, to me, that blew my fucking mind. Because I just thought, dude, you have such a, you want to uphold this look so much that you will hire people to make it look like he could just have girls do it if he wanted to. He literally could he's fucking Fred Durst in the early 2000s. Are you joking my ass right now? But he hires girls to do it because that's just easier. There's less trouble, right?
Yes,
hey, I hired you to do a job.
Exactly
after it's over, you fucking leave. No big deal. Like, wow, man. Like, the guy really, really was all in on his brand. Like, mad respect. You gotta respect that. Kayfabe to the max.
And it was the long con, man. He started in the early mid-90s up until even now. He still plays up on the character of Fred Durst. And it took many, many years, decades, for people to realize, or maybe people don't even realize at this point. Like,
I think people still don't realize.
Yeah,
it's
this
all
is
fake.
all fake. It's all kayfabe. Everybody got duped.
When I read that he hired those girls, he's like, yeah, but I think it was, the first part was like, what do you think? They just walked off the street and they love me so much they're going to follow me around on tour and massage my back? No, I hired them. And I was like, damn. Like all of like our speculations and all of like how we've been talking up the band is fucking true. This like Fred Durst is a master marketer, a fucking master
100%.
Marketer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it goes back to like the payola stuff. Like before $3 Bill, they got signed, they made that record, and then they paid like, was it like $5,000 or something like that? Or they paid a bunch of money to a radio station to play the song, to play Counterfeit 50 times, and the media got a hold of it and ripped them apart. And Fred Durst was like, "Yeah, I mean, it was a fucked up thing for us to do, but it worked."
What are you joking? Like, do you
but it
worked. What are you living under a rock? Do you think we're the only band who have done this?
And there's that too. But he's like, but the fact that he even just said, "Yeah, it was a shitty thing for us to do, but it fucking worked."
Yes.
So,
yes. If you have like,
and we're seeing it even to this day. These labels, even nowadays, have shifted so much that they pay your Spotify, Apple Podcasts to promote fucking bands and songs and artists. People act like this algorithm is so random, but it's not fucking random.
I know.
It's not random at all. And it's not based off of your interest. I mean, maybe a little bit of it is, but most of it's not based off of what your interest and what you've already watched. No,
Dude,
you're being peddled a bunch of stuff.
Your online presence, your online personality, your online you knows you better than you know yourself.
And also, just a lot of money's thrown into it to feed you advertisements and feed you new bands, music, and movies and entertainment,
and it works because it knows you really well.
It does work.
And when summer hits, like my algorithm online knows that during summer I like certain things, and it'll be like, "Yo, you haven't looked at this in a while. Check this out." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like that. That's good. Thank you." But Fred Durst was just doing it in the 90s.
Yeah.
By hand.
Ahead of his time. Also, speaking of kind of, I mean, I don't say ahead of his time per se, but just embracing how society was changing and the industry was changing, they fully embraced Napster and file sharing in general. They were proponents for it, the complete opposite of Metallica and Dr. Dre and a bunch of other artists.
Yep.
But they embraced it, and while they were recording this record, they actually went out on a tour called Back to Basics. It was sponsored by Napster, and it was them, Cypress Hill, and the band Cold, cool new metal band. And they were just playing smaller venues. They're a cool band. Come on, fuck off.
You think Kitty's a cool band, so all right.
But anyway, so they were playing smaller shows, and what they were doing is they were playing at the ground level. There was no real stage, like a rising stage. It was just like ground level. But then the stage was surrounded by chain link fences, and that was the only barrier between the people in the crowd and the band. No security on, no. I don't want to say no security, but no barricades, no security in front of the stage, nothing. And people would hop the fucking fence, and then the fucking security would come over and like tackle them and shit. But no, I mean, you watch those videos from that tour, it was absolutely insane. It was fucking insane. And Fred would like get up on top of the fence and he'd just fucking flip into the crowd and just be like kind of ripped apart. Like it was a frenzy. It was chaotic. It was chaos.
And then, like you said, this was like early 2000s to where I was even on that too.
This was 2000.
I was very prolific when it comes to computers back in the day.
Okay.
Unlike today, I was. I guarantee you at the time.
But you also never progressed since then.
Hold on there, dude. I guarantee you in the year 2000, you and I were equally prolific at using a computer. Probably up until 2002.
Okay,
I had like multiple stations set up to where I could burn multiple CDs at the same time. I think I had tops 4 because that was the thing. I had 4 things set up, and I could put 4 CDs and burn them into their.
How did you have so much stuff?
I think it's my stepdad. I think he just kept buying shit because I never bought them.
Fuck?
And my mom didn't know shit about it. Yeah, because he worked for Chevy as a mechanic, so I don't know why. No, because he always been like kind of really into like the next hot thing, and like we had surround sound at my mom's house before like it was. You get it wired into the house and shit like that, and drill holes everywhere. Like he always been like kind of like a techie guy. I don't think he understood what it was, but he always put money into it. But yeah. Like the contrast alone, when you said like Metallica versus Limp Bizkit and Metallica, at that point it's already an institution. So like, what the fuck do they care? If people hate them, like doesn't matter. They're still going to sell at arenas. But Fred Durst, being the master marketer, was like, I don't give a fuck. Just come to our shows. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't care. Like Summery, right? Like I don't give a fuck. And then going on that tour and putting your all into it. And that was, you're right. I think that was the year 2000. And so they're just
the album came out in 2000. So
that tour was also in 2000, the Napster tour.
Because it was during while they were recording. The album was delayed because they went and did this tour while they were recording the album. Because originally the album was supposed to come out on July 4th. It was supposed to be called Limp Appendence Day. Wait, I don't know how you would even say it, but it was a play on Independence Day and Limp Bizkit. And it was supposed to be released on July 4th, but because they did the tour and they were fucking around too much, they got delayed to like October, November, whenever it came out that year in 2000. But yeah, I don't know.
Good.
It's good shit. And also, I completely forgot about this, but when they originally went into the studio to start writing and recording, and Rick Rubin was the original producer, and they did 2 weeks with Rick Rubin, and he's like, I'm out. I'm done. So he bailed. He bailed after 2 weeks.
Riddance, dude. Good.
I know, right? It's like
riddance.
And just, I mean, I like Rick Rubin, but I mean, it seems like the guy is he's too spiritual. He's too cool. I'm above you guys. You know, he seems like that kind of person. Very arrogant, kind of shit like that. So he bailed after 2 weeks. They ended up getting Terry Date back, who did Significant Other and obviously Deftones and so many other great bands. But Terry Date ended up producing this with the band along with Swiss Beats on that one song. But yeah, Rick Rubin was the OG producer, and he ended up quitting, which is weird because normally, yeah, it's weird. It's just weird that he straight up quit.
Because this record is fun, and Rick Rubin does not know how to have fucking fun. The most fun he had was making the Beastie Boys do a record they really didn't want to fucking do. And so that's it. After that, he's never had fun in his goddamn life. Yeah, good. Bullet dodged.
Yeah.
Bullet dodged.
Yeah. And then in the end, this record comes out, and it's number 1 on the Billboard 200 for what that's worth. At the time, that was worth a lot. That was worth a lot.
Sells so many, like one of the top selling records in the first week, like of all time.
1,054,000 copies in 1 week. It sold 400,000 copies on its first day. On the first day, 400,000 copies. That's crazy. And then eventually, stole it from the warehouse.
Yeah, different warehouse. The Fullerton one though.
Eventually, it sold like 7 million copies just in the U.S. So I mean, I think it was something like 12 million or 11 million copies worldwide. This record sold, but yeah, no. The first week sales, it at the time it was I think it might still be the best selling record of all time. Like first week, not best selling record of all time,
but that's still
like best selling record in its first week. That's still
insane. That's still crazy. You know what I mean? Like putting up against like the heavy hitters of the '90s with how much just like radio play, how much payola, but not really payola because we won't want to admit to it unless you're Fred Durst. But like how much payola goes on in the '90s and early 2000s for Limp Bizkit to be like the best selling record the first week. over some of the bigger Backstreet Boys, Millennium, over like NSYNC, over Spears.
Britney
That's
Spears,
crazy. There was so much money in marketing for those bands.
And there wasn't the same amount of marketing for Limp Bizkit.
No.
Interscope's not throwing out the same amount of money as like fucking Sony is.
No.
You know, there's nothing like that.
Flip Interscope? Are you joking me? There's barely selling fucking hats.
Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about the most expensive records ever made, because remember Korn and Deftones were in like the top 15.
Yeah.
And then Michael Jackson at the time, like in 98 or 2000, he put out that one record, and that record cost like $15 million to make. And Sony was throwing, millions of dollars.
Posh Spice. Remember, she was like number 4 or 5 or some shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Like how?
Limp Bizkit didn't have that kind of marketing, backup. I mean, they had some obviously, but nothing to that extent. They were way more grassroots than any of the artists we just talked about. Like not even close.
This is just like another example of how like the general population feels about something in general population, versus like the minority is now the vocal majority. And I feel like the minority of people, you have to like music and pay attention, whatever, shit on Limp Bizkit, but like the numbers don't lie. A lot of people like this shit a lot and still do. Their streams ain't no fucking joke. Their streams are something to be, they're no Drake numbers, but they're still solid. They're still fucking solid.
And that leads back to like we've talked about this over the last month on the pod, on and off the pod, but like the whole conspiracy theory that, this kind of music was getting too popular. And then we all of a sudden started to see a shift more towards hip hop music, like even drifting away from pop music, but absolutely killing the rock music industry. And this could be one reason, because I mean, Limp Bizkit, they didn't come out of nowhere, but they were much more grassroots and more in their own lane. They weren't relying on a record label the way that almost every other pop artist was at the time. So, I mean, this could be a reason why. I mean, this record alone could be the reason why some people speculate there was a massive shift towards let's promote more hip-hop, more rap into the lexicon.
It was definitely a different kind of rap, too, leading in the 2000s, because there's also the conspiracy theory that, like, rap, hip-hop was invented to marginalize, like, inner-city youth and things like that. Yeah. But like, even going back a little bit to they came out of nowhere. They kind of did come out of nowhere, though, right? Like, they played shitty clubs for a long time, and like the only reason why they were they probably are where they're at now is because of Fieldy, because he got lucky. He got lucky, and he met him, and he's like, "Yo, listen to this, fucking love it, please, it's amazing," and pressured him. And Fieldy's like, "You know what? This is pretty good. Let me use what little I have right now." Yeah. And he brought it to Ross and hooked him up with Ross, and like that's kind of like that's hustle.
That's absolutely hustle. But then also you hear about when because they're from the band themselves are from Florida, Jacksonville, I think, and then they were playing the Milk. There was a famous venue in that part of Florida called the Milk Bar, and the owners said at one point they started with like 15, 20 people that would show up to the shows. Like 4 months later, there's 800 people showing up to these shows. And all because Fred Durst constantly promoted and marketed this band. He did not rely on a record label, because every time he went to a record label, went to an A&R rep, everybody said, "Fuck you. This is no good. Fuck you." So he's like, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to do this all myself." And that's literally what he did. Like this is like the most grassroots
style. This
is like one of the most grassroots kind of like fucking band and marketing you could possibly see. Or you hear about, and like the opposite of like, and another thing too, it's like we see all this shit with Limp Bizkit, who put the fucking work in and did so much fucking shit leading up to their success, and then you get Linkin Park in 2001,
Linkin fucking Park.
Out of nowhere, because they're a fucking label plant, like clearly a label plant. 2001 comes along, they put out a record, never toured, never played shows. All of a sudden, they have almost a number one record. They're all over the radio, all over
clearly
MTV.
like exploiting the genre in the worst possible ways,
and just controlling the media and the narrative of music at the time. And because K-Rock was playing way more. Like in 2001, K-Rock was playing way more Linkin Park than they were Limp Bizkit. Even in 2000, I think it was When did Hybrid Theory come out? 2000.
I think that was 2000 or 2001. It was,
it was
right around this time.
And I think it was just a way to try. I think it was, honestly, Linkin Park to me was probably just a way to kill Limp Bizkit. Because Limp Bizkit were going so fast, so hard. And I think it, and the labels had no control. The labels had no control. And then all of a sudden, and the same thing goes with Rage. Remember, because Rage was just growing so significantly, so fucking fast. And then all of a sudden, Rage breaks up. Like, out of fucking nowhere. They just break up in 2000. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, it's just out of nowhere. Limp Bizkit falls off the radar. 2001. Wes Borland leaves the band. The band is just fucking done for another 10, 12 years. Like, what?
This one definitely...
It's weird, man.
The Rage one I could see because, like, politically, they're very political driven. And U.S. politics in the 2000s are... I mean, we're still in the 2000s, I guess, technically. So it's still wild. So I can see why them. But, like, why Limp Bizkit? Because Wes and Fred falling off with each other? Like, no. Fred's been the same as he's always been. Like, maybe he's directing here or there, but he's still the same fucking person. He's, you know what I mean? He's still a media whore, and he knows how to milk the camera, and he knows how to say just the right thing to be, like, slightly offensive to where he'll make headlines, but not, like, cancelable offensive.
Yeah. But I think that's what labels didn't like because they couldn't control that. Because I don't know. I think Fred Durst is a fucking genius. I don't give a fuck.
I agree. I think Fred Durst may be, like, the most savvy businessman, front man of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're talking, and like we said it like a long time ago. I think we had the epiphany on the pod one time. We're like, damn, bro, Fred Durst is doing like the long con. I think it was when Still Sucks came out, and we were like, damn, bro, like he did the long con successfully, and like we still don't even understand it. Like he may, like in 10 years from now, he may still do something.
I know. Yeah. He's wild. And I wonder what happened to his podcast. Remember, like 2 years ago? Do you remember that shit?
I
do. They were under like Bill Maher's umbrella, like his company, his production company, and it was Billy Corgan who has his podcast, and he's been doing it for like over a year now. And it was supposed to be Billy Corgan and Fred Durst were going to release their podcast at the same time, not together, obviously, but at the same time.
That would be even crazier.
That would be so wild, but yeah, Fred Durst never did. And it was supposed to be about like conspiracies and UFOs and just like a good time kind of podcast. But it was never released. Like I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Strange. Maybe Fred knows too much. Maybe he knows too much and too much was being said on the pod. And maybe it's like the whole thing with the band. Like maybe Fred was so good at what he was doing podcasting that, you know, the big production companies are like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that because, you know, this is a little too much. Just like they thought about Limp Bizkit. Like, this is a little too much. You're doing this. You're too good at this.
Absolutely. It almost seems like the music industry tried so hard to keep Limp Bizkit down. Yeah. And the biggest thing they could do was somehow drive a wedge between Wes and Fred. And that's when we get results may vary. And and again, I said it on the rankings episode, I think Fred puts all of his energy into those ballads. I think he tries really, really, really hard. And when that Behind Blue Eyes came out, some people love it. But like most people are like, whoa, bro, that's bad. And much like a Rivers Pinkerton kind of thing, I think that fucked him. And then like Unquestionable Truth comes out and it's like, what the fuck is this, Fred? Like, what are you doing? This is your band, essentially. Like, be better. And that's a weird driving thing. And so I think I don't know. I think Limp Bizkit had a lot of hurdles going against them, even still to this day.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because they're the butt of jokes. They're always the butt of jokes, and it's fucking.
But honestly, not so much anymore. I mean, since this resurgence, since Still Sucks came out, since Dad Vibes. Honestly, it was Dad Vibes. That was the video that kind of went viral, or the song that went viral, and that's what made them an arena rock band again. It really was.
But we're not seeing like a resurgence of Limp Bizkit to where people are like, oh, now they look closer, like Homer Simpson style.
Yeah, we're not seeing like this in-depth look.
No, it's just like, damn, this band's fucking cool. Oh, they have other songs that I know. Nookie's amazing. Break Stuff is cool. Break Stuff is 1 billion fucking listens on Spotify. Like 1 billion.
It's wild. It's wild. All right, so we actually didn't even finish up Rollin', the air raid vehicle part of it, the rock version of the song. And the video is significant. But yes, the song itself, it is more rock based. The riff is massive. It's heavy, and I love the verses too. I know you be loving this shit right here, and then West does this like really cool kind of like soft kind of high part on the guitar, like boom, 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 boom,
those
boom.
things.
Yes, I love it.
Almost like synth-like. Yeah, you just do those
Yes.
little fucking high taps, dude. Just boom, boom, boom,
It's
boom.
so good. It's so subtle.
That's what he's good
I
at.
love it. I know. And then when the big riff hits, it just boom, boom. It's so loud and it's just so that bend. It's the bends. It's the guitar bend. The bends that he does on the guitar. It's fucking great. I love this version.
It's a perfect party song. It took the look from Nookie, right? The backwards hat, the girls that were behind him when he's walking through the streets in the big puffy jacket. It took that look and it put him like behind Fred, and Fred's dressed like they are. So the white t-shirts in the video, the white t-shirts, the pants, the red hat, and that became the look. Like that became Limp Bizkit's signature look. And it was already that before, but not everybody kind of realized it. And the red hat was always the signature look. Not always actually. Not always until Significant Other. But another that same Reddit MAA that I mentioned to you earlier that I didn't mention anything about. I just said it happened. But somebody asked him a question, said, I thought this is fucking hilarious, and I laughed really hard. But somebody had asked him, how many red hats do you own? And do they come backwards, or do you have to turn them around yourself?
That's good.
That's
good.
Fucking asshole shit. That was
That's so dumb.
It's so funny
dumb.
and disrespectful, but just so Fred Durst, right? That's a question like somebody would ask Fred Durst, and he would answer appropriately. And he did have an answer. It wasn't that funny, but my God, that was a good question. But yeah, Roland, really both versions, obviously both B's. So I don't know.
Yeah, and going back to the video too, the video was satire. Like, and the band always said after that came out there, like people didn't get it. Like we were just joking about ourselves. This is not us. But everybody took it seriously, and it was the most ridiculous thing ever. And when you really watch it, you're like, God, this is fucking dumb. Like, how did anybody think this was serious at the time? But because the media, they hated this band so much that they just pushed this kind of narrative on the band that they were just a joke. They were fucking stupid and a joke.
And they were like, yeah, we are a joke.
What you're seeing is a joke, yeah. But then everybody just took it so seriously. And like rather than like take the campiness of it, everybody took it so seriously, and it was so ridiculous. But also the video, they recorded a lot of the video on top of the World Trade Center, the South Tower, and they which was at the time 2000, and then not even a year later, the both towers collapsed and all that shit, and I guess like on September 10th. Of 2001, they won the MTV. They won some award for the video.
The Video Music Awards. Yeah.
The video. It was the Video Music. Okay, yeah, the Video Music Awards, MTV, and then they got like this like gift basket from like the Port Authority from New Jersey, New York, saying like thank you for using the Twin Towers and blah blah blah. Here's a gift from us to you, this and that. And then literally the next morning, George Bush attacked the buildings and they fell. So, oh.
George Bush doesn't like black people.
Dude, that was one of the best Kanye moments ever. But the U.S. government, I should say. You never know.
Remember Mike Myers, too? And he's just like...
he was like... He just looked at him like, what? Dude, that shit was wild.
Like, what the fuck did you just say? See, Kanye's been crazy forever.
Yeah, since like day one. People... Yeah. All right.
But yeah, we talked about the Sum 41 episode, but like the cold opens, right? The Ben Stiller's in the beginning of this one, and he flicks the keys at Fred Durst, and he's like, don't scratch it. Like I miss cold open. I miss videos in general, but like the cold open, I don't know if that's the proper term for.
Yeah, no, I guess it would. Yeah, no,
that works, right? The cold open for the music videos, those were fucking fun. Like you had to really, like the video has to be something great. But if you have a cold open before the video, it's got to be really, really great. Otherwise, like, that's stupid, right? Already I hate your video if the cold open sucks.
And Ben Stiller's in this. Ben Stiller was like on top of the world.
This
He
is like
just
right
done
around
Meet the
Zoolander
Parents.
time.
Zoolander, Meet the
makes
Parents
sense.
came out right after this.
Because Fred Durst's in Zoolander.
He is, he has the cameo, and clearly they were really good friends because not only was Ben Stiller in that video, but he was also at the end of the record. He's in the hidden track, goofing around in the studio,
just having a good time.
And the way that he laughs reminds me so much of Ronald. I listened to it today, and I thought, damn, dude, it sounds like Ronald, our friend of the pod, Ronald. Yeah. But anyway,
good. Yeah, Roland's good. Dude, we got a lot of bangers we haven't even touched upon. We haven't touched upon Hot Dog, My Generation, fucking My Way.
Oh, God. Let's do My Generation. That's my 1B. That's my favorite song on the record.
Okay.
Do you not like this song?
No, I love this song. It's my 4B.
Okay, good.
So, once again, it's absolutely pure fun. Pure fun. There's... like, this is them saying, dude, do not take us seriously. If you didn't catch it during Hot Dog... then right now, do not take it seriously. Fred's just the hype man that he is here. Dude, Otto lays down a heavy, heavy beat. But man, Wes in those verses with those chickas. So good, dude.
It's great. And also, so lyrically on this one, it goes in. From what I read, the lyrics that Fred Durst says, John Otto, take it to the Matthews Bridge. Apparently, that's a real bridge in Florida where a lot of people go and kill themselves. They jump off the bridge. And the song is about, like, how much shit Generation X gets from the media, from the baby boomers and the older generations and all that kind of shit. And it's like, this is why we kill ourselves. So I think this is like a way of just kind of like saying, like, fuck you guys, we're just going to go kill ourselves on the Matthews Bridge. Like, that's how he starts out the whole song. John Otto, take it to the Matthews Bridge. I thought that's kind of, I think that's a little clever. If that's true, it's kind of clever. I
did see that. Obviously, I don't know if that's an actual bridge where people do kill themselves. I know, like the Golden Gate Bridge, people kill themselves off of a lot. I don't know. But I don't know. This is just Fred Durst's generation, just kind of like talking about all these things, right? Welcome to the Jungle and saying all the things that he grew up listening to, and also just saying, like, you guys fucking just take us so seriously. Calm the fuck down. Relax. You don't actually care about us. You just care about making money off of us. So fuck off. Because he is speaking to, like, the Rockefeller generation. He's speaking to the older generation that's already established, and the Warren Buffetts, because Fred Durst is older than us. And so he's speaking to people that are really older than us, and that's who's exploiting him. Isn't it
interesting how, like, the baby boomer generation is, like, the most judgmental? I mean, we were criticized like crazy. Our generation, the millennial generation, was criticized so much from the baby boomers. Gen X, like, wrote us off as, like, nothing. And then the Gen Z people, the people younger than us now, are all making fun of us. It's like, who gives a fuck in the end, because it's all fucking dumb. But it's like, it's interesting how we get attacked from all sides, like, consistently to this day.
There's a reason for that, right? And we've talked about this, and we are millennials technically, but I think our specific age group of, like, mid to late 80s being born millennials is a very different than, like, someone born in 92, 93. Just even that 5-year period. So much happened in the world. Like, we grew up with technology. We grew up with computers. But we also didn't grow up with computers. We know how to use them. I used to. I don't now. But I still know. I can still get my. I can still figure
over
it
here.
out. Yeah, old man Hutton over here. But yeah, Gen X, man, fuck you guys. Baby boomers, fuck you guys too. All of them, fuck them. Well, in my day, we used to, bitch, fuck you, dude. Like, you bought your house at what? $120,000 when you're making 40 grand. Fuck you, bro. Like, now, like, the average income's 70 and the average house is 700. Get fucked. Just die. Just fucking die. Dude, baby boomers especially, man. They like, oh, fucking, we're, right after the silent generation. Get fucked, dude. Fuck you. So much hatred. So much hatred for that generation.
And we're just generalizing, I know, but,
Baby boomers for real are the fucking worst. Get fucked. Yeah, we built America. Yeah, okay.
Well, no, your parents
Okay,
built
buddy.
America. You just fucking rode on the coattails of what they built post World War II.
That's what we call them babies, because a bunch of little bitches.
All right, so yeah, we're still on My Generation. So
My Generation.
This is a play on the Who song My Generation, to the point where when he says My Generation, he even does the stutter that Roger Daltrey does.
Generation.
It's fun. It's cute. I like it. Right.
Well, it's also on beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is on beat.
It makes sense. But generation, and that's, again, appealing to baby boomers, appealing to Gen X. Like that's what we're doing here, right? We want to make money off of everybody. Master marketer, double M. That's what you call Fred Durst. It's fucking double M.
Double M.
Master marketer. But like musically, the song is unreal. Like Sammy's bass line in the bridge, dude, it's so fucking sick. It's pretty wanky, a little funky, but it just drives that part forward and foreshadows the drop. Because like when Wes joins him, it's just fucking chaos. And at least Lethal cuts it for the solo. Like we don't get a solo here. It's Lethal. Like right? Like we get this winky solo, and it's just DJ Lethal.
It's so sick.
Everybody
also,
gets their turn.
Even like the big riff that Wes does, like it's a pretty basic.
Why are you
like
holding
big
your
heavy
eyeball
riff.
like that?
I was scratching my eyebrow.
Oh, it was so slow. Like you.
because I was scratching it like that. But but the riff is huge and it's big and it's heavy. But then I love the little like harmonic thing that he does in the verses, like the funky. Dude, I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. To get your groove on,
and
so
like
good.
that part, that riff too, that ding 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 ding, like Sammy knows, like that's a cool fucking riff. I don't really need to noodle a lot here, so let me just like emphasize those root notes, like ba-bum, 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 right? And John O does the same. It's like, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna still play a cool funky beat, but I'm gonna hammer on the bass note every fucking do on the roots, do. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
Just gives it such a heavy feel to this song.
And there's also a lot of openness to the song too, because it's not like Wes plays the entire song. He leaves a lot of space for John to just fucking hit the drums as hard as he fucking can. There's just, it's not just this wall of fucking sound on the song too. I love it, and that's how a lot of the song transitions into different parts. It's just Wes kind of like laying back and just letting John do his thing. I love it. I think this song's incredible,
especially in that, like, who gets to blame? Like, especially that bridge. It's just, it's Sammy just.
Yeah, that bridge is so good. Also, it's very kind of like what Lethal's doing, like this little bit of kind of like soundscapey thing in the bridge, kind of Deftones. Kind of like in the House of Flies.
Deftony.
Makes sense. Terry Date had just done, I think he just did White Pony prior to this. Or maybe, no, I think he did it before this record. Or maybe, I don't know. But anyway, Terry Date.
This song is so good. And after like that bridge, we go, wah! Before the solo, too, like, just easy riffing, dude. Easy riffing. Like nothing crazy. No one's doing anything fancy. But then it goes into that little solo. It's perfect. It's a perfect pop song.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And the video, like I said, it came out the same time Roland did, but this is like a more stripped back video. It was just them playing on a clear stage, and then it was interspersed with video from the Napster tour, from the Back to Basics tour. So, they were performing by themselves with no fans or anything, and then it would go, all of a sudden it would show like Fred Durst jumping into the crowd, the security guard
no
pulling
hat
him back. No hat. Yeah, you're right. No hat.
Which is weird.
Before he was bald.
Yep. Before he had hair, bleached hair.
He had hair at the time, yeah. And, or like bands just fucking jumping off the cages.
In the cage.
And it was just,
let's bring back fucking, you know what I mean? Why is there a Hell in a Cell cage on the fucking stage? That's crazy.
But it was such a cool marketing move. You know what I mean? It's like, let's not even have a proper stage. Let's just fucking put up this cage. No security, no barricade, just fucking cage. Wild.
Good luck, everybody else. And also, that's why they got shit on for Woodstock, is because they had already showed us that they're reckless, because that is kind of fucking reckless. But Woodstock was not really their fault.
No, Woodstock wasn't their fault. And then people bring up the Big Day Out thing, which happened in 2001, where the girl died. She was crushed. But it's like the band. But before the band even went on, they said, "This is not gonna, like, we can't play. We're not gonna play because those barricades It's just not
They're
going to work.
Not gonna last,
It's
bro.
not
Are
going to
you
work.
joking me right now?
And they're like, you have to play, otherwise we're going to get the police involved. You're going to be arrested. Like, they were threatened by the organizers, and they're like, and they kept saying, no, we can't do it, we can't do it. And then eventually, the police got involved, and they were kind of, I wouldn't say they were forced to play, but they were
strongly encouraged. And like, you could say, well, they shouldn't have played, but it's like, I don't know, dude. But like, when your livelihood's on the line,
and when the girl got crushed, they didn't know. Like, it's
how
not
would
like
you know?
how would you know? Like, the not everybody in the crowd's gonna stop. Like, she was probably dead on the ground for 20 minutes before somebody knew that she was dead.
Yeah, people didn't even know she was on the ground. You're stepping over something, and you want to just get forward. Like, I don't. It's sad as fuck, right? And like, that's
So
why
sad.
the thing with the Travis Scott thing happened, it was like, dude, he didn't fucking know. Like, don't always blame the artist for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they hire people, right? That's why they do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sad.
Absolutely. But yeah, there you go. My generation. What other songs haven't we talked about?
We haven't talked about Hot Dog.
Oh, that's right. We haven't talked about Hot Dog.
Hot
Fucking hell.
dog, hot diggity dog.
That's my 6P. 6P.
My 5B.
Okay.
I think it's the perfect opener. Like
it
the
is.
ladies and gentlemen, right? Like,
Introducing the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water, and it's all echoing and it's
if you don't think this is a joke band, like the ladies and gentlemen,
I know.
Hello, and later on the
clearly a joke. Hoo-wah, hoo-wah, hoo-wah.
yeah, this song is
Listen
so
up,
good.
baby. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
But like, I know. Jokes aside, this is a really good song. It drops in so fucking hard. There's so, like Wes's riffage. Couple things. There's so much sliding. Very Eddie Van Halen. Wes loves Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
And the whammy bar, like the way I don't know. It's fun in the way he presents his riffs. I have a cool riff. How can I make this better? Right? Let's do the whammy bar in there. Who does that shit? Not in fucking like new metal music like this.
No,
Ain't
not
nobody do
new
this shit
metal,
new
no
metal
way.
at this time. No fucking way.
No. Not
It's
even
amazing.
Korn were doing that kind of stuff.
And it's not like this is like complicated or wow or it's just like, damn, dude, you're like the Jack White of new metal. Like you took
it was different. It was out of the box.
like
That's
Jack
what it was.
White to indie rock is like Wes Borland to fucking new metal, right? Like just basic shit. But wow, what you did with that? Good.
Speaking of Jack White, I just listened to this last night. Fear of the Dawn. Remember the record from a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, this
Album
record
of the year for both of us, I think.
It was top 5. I don't think it was record of the year.
That was like 2020,
2022?
2021.
I think it was 22.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, listening to it again last night, it's so fucking good. Anyway.
I have since purged it. I would probably bring it back home because I just remember being very, very deep. Just very like, damn, dude, this just sounds good.
Yeah, no, that Jack White record it's something else. But anyway, I digress.
But yeah, no, I do. I think Wes approached a lot of these like new metal riffs in much the same way that Jack White approached like indie rock. Let me just kind of like fucking every blues riff that I possibly know in the most basic form possible, but put it in a way that these indie kids will love. And like Wes kind of did the same thing. Let me put it in a way that these new metal kids will love.
Yes.
And
then this is like we mentioned earlier, this is where he sampled, I don't want to say sampled, but he took from 9 Inch Nails, the song Closer, you want to fuck me like an animal.
He 100% took it.
Yeah, but I don't want to call it, that's the thing, I don't want to call it a sample because he didn't sample the song. He just took the melody.
He didn't steal it either. He took it because he liked 9 Inch Nails.
I know.
And he liked Trent Reznor.
And he gave credit to Trent.
And he gave money.
And which is so weird because we were talking about earlier how Manson and Trent were just talking shit on him and saying he was a piece of shit. And the band was terrible. But then they did this and Fred paid him a bunch of money, presumably. And he's like, and Trent said, well, I didn't want the label to get all hung up by me not signing over the rights to the song, so I just did it.
bitch
I didn't
move,
want
bro.
the
Like,
label.
Exactly.
I didn't want the
shit talk
I
all
didn't
you
want
want.
the delay for the label. I didn't want the delay for the label.
Shit
like,
talk all
what
you
the
want.
fuck? Are you kidding me? Like you're
But
talking
when it
about
comes
how
down to your pocket, the true
You're talking
sellout
about-
right there
yeah.
is Trent Reznor.
Exactly. It's like you're talking about Limp Bizkit and selling out and making shit music, and then but you're worried about the label not getting
Yeah.
not getting
Okay, buddy.
albums out on
Okay,
time.
buddy.
Fuck off. Get fucked. Get
Well,
fucked, Trent.
you know they are making a lot of. What he should have said was, you know, they fucking suck, but they're paying me a lot of money, so I
They're
can't
paying
say
me a
too
lot of
much
money.
about them.
Yeah.
Just be real.
And I'm probably still making money off of it 26
Yeah.
years later.
But he can't be real. Him and Manson can't be real. Manson goes off the fucking deep end and points guns at his audience when he's on stage in a wheelchair. Fucking psychopath. Both a bunch of idiots. Idiots. Remember that shit when Manson did that?
I don't remember that at all with Manson. No.
Yeah, he was in a fucking wheelchair. This was probably like 7 years ago, 5 years ago. But he was on stage in like a wheelchair and he came out like an AK and it was fake. But he points
Yeah.
at the audience.
I don't
and
remember
everyone's
this.
like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Damn, I don't remember that at all. But I mean, he was all fucked up. But don't defend Manson. Like he was still needs, you know, even if he was all fucked up on drugs or alcohol, he still was a fucking idiot sometimes.
Did he officiate Kanye's thing too in the Superdome when he dropped Donda? He was there.
I don't know.
He was there.
Maybe I think you're right. That does sound that does.
Remember
sound familiar.
Kanye when he dropped Donda in like the Superdome in New Orleans?
Yeah.
He had the whole stage inside and it was all blacked out and like dark, and there was like a little chapel in the middle of the field, the football field, on the Superdome where the Saints play. And there's a little chapel, and Manson was in the chapel, like, hello.
That sounds really familiar too. Yeah.
Manson's so weird, dude.
And so is Kanye, but yeah.
So fucking weird.
But anyway, Hot Dog was also. I mean, honestly, the thing that's most memorable about the song is how many times they say "fuck" or how many times he says "fuck" in the song. You know, some people count it as 49, 47. I don't know. I forgot the last time I counted. But yeah, it's a lot, and it's fun. It's just fun to say "fuck" that many times.
It's fun to say "fuck" that many times. Some of my favorite lines. You ready?
Okay.
Fake ass titties on a fucked up chest. Ain't life a bitch? A fucked up bitch.
That's almost like a bitch is a bitch is a bitch is a bitch. Yeah.
It's
It's
so
like-
fucking
It's
stupid.
so stupid.
It's so pathetic. But then like
Just bad lyrics.
but they're not trying to be anything else. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
song
yeah,
that
yeah.
says fuck like 50 times. It's not trying to be anything else. But then I got to thinking too, like just how different plastic surgery was in the 90s and early 2000s than it is today. Just how fucking normalized it is now.
Yeah,
I remember
way
like
more
the
than then.
dude, like we didn't like look down on plastic surgery back then, but it was definitely like if you had plastic surgery, you were just like, I don't
Yeah.
really care that much. And like the big thing was Pamela Anderson, like the huge fuck.
Mhm.
Does she have breast implants? Does she have breast implants? That was a huge thing.
It
But now
was
it's
a
like
big thing, yeah.
it's not like Seinfeld had a whole fucking episode on it,
Yeah.
and like now it's just not a thing at all. And that's
And there are people transitioning, men to women,
dude,
that
like,
are putting fake tits into themselves. Like,
plastic surgery is just the
wild,
and I mean I don't give a fuck. It's your money. Spend it how you want to. I will make fun of you for spending your money on things, but I will never tell you what to spend your money on. But like,
Okay.
damn, bro, you can do like anything with money now, and it's impressive and frightening at the same time.
yes. Yeah. All right. So outside of Hot Dog, we haven't talked about the big song, My Way. We haven't talked about that
Dude,
one.
my way's so fucking.
And we also
good.
haven't talked about Boiler, which is my 2B. So we might as well
Boiler's wild.
we might as well just drop into that real quick, get it over with.
Get that
This
one
is-
over with.
This is the last single they put out, the last music video they put out, and actually, this is the only music video of theirs that was ever banned on MTV because
I
people
know.
were having sex in the video, and because Wes Borland's head fell off. That was like apparently that was too much for MTV. His head fell off. Like
It
fuck
is so
off, dude.
stupid.
Once
It's
again,
so stupid.
there was such a movement to fucking destroy this band at the time. But I do I mean the video's stupid, but I do love this song. This is a slower song, kind of like where Fred is trying really hard to kind of sing, but this song is dark. It's heavy as hell, and it
super
builds,
dark.
and it builds and builds and builds, and some of the most like heartfelt screams and just feel in this song. This is the most earnest song on the entire record, hands down. And they did it really fucking well. And the way that Lethal and Wes Borland kind of build the song soundscape wise and with all the little sounds and nuances, they just did it so goddamn well on the song. And you get the bridge too, where it's Fred screaming, and then Wes is just doing these like wails on the guitar, like he's hitting these big fucking heavy riffs, and he goes, he's just like fucking throwing these weird fucking bends in there, and it's all fucked up and nasty, but damn, dude, it's just like emotional in it. I think Boiler is an diamond in the rough. Like it's so underrated. I love this song. It like blows me away every time I hear it. I love Boiler.
It's my 7B, and several reasons. So like going back to the video, there's anime in the video, and
for animation.
Me, that's anime, bro. Like, anime is literally animation, and at this time, if it wasn't like 3 animes, I had nothing to do with it. Not even 3, maybe just 2. Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. I don't think I watched any other. I think that was it.
Probably, yeah. That sounds about right.
Cartoons are different than anime, right? Like cartoons.
Well, anime is like Japanese animation.
But yeah, like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z were the only animes that I like. So like already, the music video was kind of like whatever's. And like the Wes Borland's head falling off, that was.
It's stupid. It just looked
like,
dumb.
Like when I even as a kid, dude, I distinctly remember just like, well, like watch, this is when his head falls off, because it's not like somebody attacks him; it just falls off. He's just sitting there, and it fucking just falls off, and Fred Durst's eating like a burrito or some shit, right? So like, but like the music video is dark. You got the like Matrix kind of greens going on. It's very, very dark. I do think this song is kind of like a diamond in the rough, like you said. I think it's adequately rated. Because it's groovy as fuck. It's super dark, but it's really, really groovy. And there's a huge chorus, right? The song is sad and it's dark and it's kind of like macabre and it's all these things. But the chorus is huge. But then we get still kind of like goofy Fred Durst parts, right? The what does he say? Sometimes some things turn into dumb things. What do you
that's
fucking?
When you put your foot down.
But like so sometimes some things turn into dumb. What do you fucking like Blink-182 over here? That's crazy. That's wild. But it instantly catches you and it instantly sticks with you. But that progression from the verse 1 to verse 2 is just it's wild, because the first verse is just him kind of like
he's kind of like talking to himself, but he's just also like
talking
to himself. Yeah.
But that second
like arguing
verse
with himself
is unhinged, and now he's becoming like crazy. He's becoming this absolutely outside of himself, and he's arguing, and it's wild. The song is a really well crafted song. Yes. I don't blame you for putting it high like I do Full Nelson. That's it. It's good. It's a good song.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Boiler. God damn, it's so.
I have no negatives about this song. There's other songs fantastic. I think are better beats. Yeah, but I have nothing negative.
So, 2 things we need to wrap up with: the song "My Way," the video for "My Way," and then also the artwork. And then we'll do our final thoughts, rate the record. Unless you got anything else.
I mean, our we can do in like fucking 10 seconds. It's disgusting and despicable.
Okay. It was Wes Borland.
But I like it.
It's a bunch of weird fucking aliens holding up starfishes with buttholes in the middle
and hot dogs.
Like that's it. Yeah, and hot dogs. Yeah, they're sitting in like a bath of fucking hot dogs.
And I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how comfortable you are. I don't care your sexuality. When you're eating a hot dog, you think of one fucking thing. And I like hot dogs.
Dicks.
Wieners.
Yeah.
Wieners, baby. And
Penis.
as you know,
you like your wieners.
I'm just here for them. That's it.
Yeah, look at that hat.
Just saying. That's all. But come on, tell me, you go to a barbecue and someone gives you a hot dog. Do you think like,
like, yeah, I know.
Of course you do, because it looks like a fucking wiener, dude. That's whatever. Again, it's childish. That's this band. That's literally this fucking band. But yeah, My Way. You want to go video, lyrics, whatever you want. Free flow. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Big song.
Yeah, My Way. The video The video itself, there was like a treatment for it, and like they were in the beginning. It's a cold open that you love. And
Love
it's just,
cold opens.
It's Fred and Wes at like the catering table, and they're talking about like, oh, I think we should do this for the video, blah blah blah, and then it drops into the actual video, and they're just different on different sets. Like they're cavemen in one set, they're like an orchestra in another set, they're bikers in another set, and then it just kind of starts to break down as the music goes along, or like the whole video set starts to break down, and they're all pissed off at each other, and they're all fighting with each other. It's the video's fun. The song itself, it's silly. I mean,
the video. I mean, this is my 3D.
Do things my way. It's my way or the highway. And he does that in the video too. He goes my way or the highway with his head and his fucking finger going behind him.
So my way. Going back to the video, I like the video. It's stupid. It shows that Limp Bizkit is a pop band that really enjoy playing metal music, because like who gets excited about raiding wardrobe except for theater kids, right?
Yeah,
like it's so
true.
dumb. And most of the time it's just Fred Durst doing his damnedest to try and like put on facial features and just drive the music video forward. And there's a scene where like Wes is hitting himself with a baton, and the caveman scene.
Oh yeah.
And Fred is just like doing all these like, what are you? It's like, dude. Okay, I get it. You're a theater kid at heart here, and you're trying.
You're a decent
really hard.
director, but you're not a good actor.
You're not a great anything, but you're a decent to good everything. Yes. But I had forgotten about the caveman part. So for me, this video, I always remembered the motorcycle thing, because I thought like, damn, that's stupid, bro. Like you guys are dumb
really
as fuck. Like village people kind of dumb. But I forgot about the caveman thing. And this week I was like, oh my god, that's the worst. The caveman thing is the worst. But musically, this samples Eric B. and Rakim's My Melody. The guitar riff itself is
I love it.
It's fucking unreal.
Love
Wes has a way of like down tuning and then throwing out such easy riffs that are so ethereal, perfect, and it just the perfect amount of delay on that kind of shit. And Lethal adding just nuance and soundscape, but then also
and
like
just
Sandy.
adding the scratching. There's so much scratching from Lethal too. I love
but
it.
it never takes over the riff, because the riff drives
no.
this song. The riff drives this song and the melody, but the riff really drives this song. Sammy's line is rad. He rides up and down, and then like he scales down from that main riff. It's simple, it's fun. But my god, dude, the chorus is so catchy. It is
catchy, but it's so fucking dumb. What I also love too is the drop into the bridge, where it's the big riff of the chorus, and then it drops in there's a short bit of silence, and then Wes does that doom doom ding doom boom boom beam, just the clean notes.
Yeah, that's the best part of the fucking song.
It's not even. There's like no delay on it. Very little reverb, and it's just like boom, boom, bing, boom, boom.
And what does
boom,
auto
bing,
do?
boom, boom,
He does
bing.
nothing. He just hit hi-hat.
Yes.
Just metronome.
Yes. Oh,
1,
I love it.
2,
I
3,
love that
4.
part.
Doom, 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 doom. Just hitting those root notes, just fucking playing around a little bit.
Yep.
And it's just like everything gets so quiet. And then we just get Fred by himself with Wes, right? The down, down, down. And then, yeah. How do we drop back in? Yeah. That's it. That's all you
Very
need.
Power
dude.
Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn, so good.
Oh, man.
Dude, and
I love this band.
Wes's part, just even going back to that little fucking riff that Wes is doing there, later verse bridge. Wes is good about using like effects and the tone of his guitar and how that affects like the song.
Retones.
And that last part, dude, it's all fucking treble. There is no mid, there is no bass whatsoever. Yeah. It's all treble. It's all in the back. It's all just way the fuck out there in space. And then it brings it back in, just a full sounding metal chorus. Just incredible guitar player.
I agree with you, man. I think he's so underrated. He's so fucking underrated. And beats Tom Morello in almost every aspect.
I think, like again, I think Tom Morello sees guitar as like a skateboard, like a Rodney Mullen, but not even fucking near what Rodney Mullen did with the skateboard. but Wes is kind of the same. Wes sees like simplicity, like a Jack White kind of approach. I don't even know who I would compare Rodney Mullen to in the guitar wise, but
I mean, Rodney
Tom
Mullen
Morello's
was, as a skater, Rodney Mullen was, there's nobody like Rodney Mullen. He's so different. He's so off the wall, quirky with all of his tricks.
There's a guy, David Shady likes him a lot. I always forget his name, but he wears kind of like older, it's like 70s suits, and I see him like grind cones and berms. We've talked about him before, and I can't remember his fucking name.
Okay.
But he's the closest. If you saw a video, like, oh yeah, we talked about him like 3-4 times, two times already.
Two times?
He's the guy. Yeah, I will try. I'll make a note and report back next week.
But I
he's the
feel
guy
like Rodney
closest.
Mullins was the guy who created a lot of. I mean, he created so many shit back in the day, and he's just so creative. Like everything he
that's
does.
the thing. It's creative.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like he's just doing fucking ollies and throwing like some flips and other twirls in here and there. Like he's just doing weird shit that you wouldn't even think of.
Like a kickflip.
I mean, yeah. Did he actually create the kickflip?
He invented the kickflip.
Was Rodney Mullen? Okay, I didn't realize
That's
that.
him.
But fuck.
But yeah, the way he approached skateboarding is much like the way Tom Morello approaches guitar playing. And like I said, albeit on a much smaller scale, because I think Rodney Mullen approached skateboarding in a way that's god tier, whereas Tom Morello is just kind of like, this probably sound good if I hit a rock on this.
It's like, the caveman version of it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but I think Wes is right there. And yes, if we were gonna rank guitarists of all time, I would put Wes above Tom Morello for sure.
Way above Tom Morello. Way above Tom Morello.
I would put him way above Tom Morello too.
Tom Morello's he's a little too basic. But anyway, so we pretty much talked about everything.
And that's it, dude.
Yeah, so
I'm
let's
looking through here. I don't have anything pressing.
Yeah, let's give our final thoughts on this record. Rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go.
This is like a foundational record. This is something that's unlocking core memories every time I listen to it. This is a record that helped shape who I am today. I like who I am today. I like where I'm at today.
Okay.
So these kind of things I'm always going to be nostalgic for. But we've done Limp Bizkit many times in the pod. We've talked about Limp Bizkit. We love Limp Bizkit, and we've always pressured people to listen to them. And could be just a bitch all the time and just enjoy your fucking life. So this is one of them records where I don't think every song on here is a banger. I only have 8 bangers out of the 13 or whatever, the 15, whatever they are. But this record needed to happen. This record's important to music.
Yeah.
This record should have been shot off into fucking space. They should have taken Chuck Berry off of that and put hot dog flavored water onto that probe and shot it into fucking space. That's what they should have did. Yeah, this is a perfect 3 out of 3 for fucking sure. This record is so much bigger than you could possibly imagine. Like fucking Obi-Wan status over here.
Good. Yeah, final thoughts. This is a time and place. I mean, growing up, we were 8th grade when this record came out. What is 8th grade? What is that? 13, 14 years old? We're teens, and we're pissed off, we're angry, and we're just dumb kids. We're just fucking dumb kids. We love this shit. And then growing up with it, and over the years learning more about music and how records are made, and this record in general, it's not just nostalgia that makes this record great. It's objectively really fucking good.
It is.
There's some incredible shit. It's not, and yes, Fred is not a great singer, but who cares? He's one of the great frontmen. He's not a
bad singer, though.
He's not a bad singer, and he's also one of the great frontmen of all time. I would throw him up there with David Lee Roth, who I think is the greatest frontman of all time. I would put Fred Durst in top 20 easily. I put him in top 20 for sure.
Like Durst is a better singer than Mark and Tom. Like pound for pound, he's a better singer than both of them.
Yes, I would agree with you on that. Yes, that's not saying much, but yes, correct. But I'm talking about like frontman wise. Frontman wise, I would put Fred Durst top 20, maybe even top 10. Like he is. There's been nobody like Fred Durst before or after him.
Yeah, full send, dude. Full send on your band.
Yes.
For 30 years.
And he just goes, this band, grassroots, or so it seems, very, very grassroots. And This album itself, it's pop. This is a pop record. It's a pop record with heavy guitars and a lot of like jazzy little numbers. Drumming, I should say, not numbers, but jazzy drumming. But it's a pop record through and through, and it's of its time. Pop music was, God, really, if you take out the guitars, this could be a pop record. Yeah, it really could.
This era is dominated by pop.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense. And Fred was aware of it. He called it out, like we said. With that being said, we're almost 2 hours in. Look, I don't think every song here is a beyond banger, but it's still a perfect album. I don't give a shit, man. I never get tired of. I never ever get tired.
I think that's 4. That's 4 in a row.
So we did Deftones, Korn,
Rage,
Limp Bizkit, Rage,
Deftones.
So that's
Korn,
4. It's
Limp
4.
Bizkit.
It's 4.
That's 4 in a row.
It's 4, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I didn't give Audio Slave a perfect, but I don't think I gave All Killer when we did Sum 41. I don't think we did All Killer. I don't think I gave that a perfect.
I think you did.
No, I don't think I gave. I think I gave it like a 2.8 or 2.9 or something like that out of 3.
Good.
It's not perfect. But anyway,
you're right. That's not perfect.
Chocolate Starfish. Yeah, no, this is a perfect record. Fuck off. Anybody, I'll fucking argue with you for days, and I like to argue. People can't handle the. Have you noticed that? Like whenever you talk to like real life people, they don't really like to argue.
Of course, I've noticed that.
They don't like to argue. Like they don't like to like.
People are fucking soft.
It's so weird, man.
Ever since Kobe died, the whole world has gone soft. The whole world has gone soft.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to my coworkers. I'll talk to people on the phone, and it's just like
they give up.
Back yourself up. Like let's talk about this.
That shit sucks. Yeah, you're right. This sucks. Like, that was fun for fucking 5 seconds.
It's not even anything that extreme, right. But anyway, yeah. People are soft nowadays. So are we. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say. And that's it. That's all.